Alright, this is raw, uncut, unedited. I'm posting this on my YouTube channel, period. Um, I'm upset right now. I know many people have heard of the Jazmine Barnes story. I don't know every single detail of the story. All I know is that she was a 7 year old African American girl who believe she lives. Sorry, I don't. I'm not even gonna do that because I don't want to get anything wrong. You can look up. You can just look up her name, Jazmine Barnes, Jazmine Barnes. Look at that. Look that up and just read this story. This is absolutely crazy, and it's horrific, and it's upsetting. So this is what I know. I'm gonna just tell you what I know, and I'm gonna tell you what I think about this whole story. So what I have read so far and what I know of this story is that Jazmine Barnes and her mom and her other siblings, excuse me, were at a Walmart. Okay, they got out the Walmart. They got whatever they needed to get, and they got in their car. I don't know if they were driving off or they just had gotten in their car and they was about to drive off, but a white man in a red pickup truck came aside and started shooting in their car, right? He shot Jazmine Barnes in the head. A 7 year old girl. He shot her in the head and Jazmine's mother in the leg. Now, Jazmine's mother, she did a little interview while she was in the hospital, and she said that she thought she was the only one that got shot. Jazmine Barnes' mother said, "Oh, I thought I was the only one that got shot. I hurried up and drove off and pulled over to the side, out of sight of the man, because she didn't know if he was still there or not. And when she looked, she saw her daughter had been shot." And so that's all I know about that situation occurring in the Walmart parking lot. Okay, now here's the thing. I don't know. I've read some stories saying that I don't know if it was intentional or unintentional, but there was an article that I just read the title, and it said that there was a shootout at a Walmart. First, that's not a shootout. That's targeted. That's targeting. When if here's the issue I have with that, because you can't just be putting out titles like that, because you gotta say things for what it is. That was a targeted. He was targeting them because they were black. You don't just pull up to the side of a car and start shooting inside of the car. Let me get my words together, because I don't want people to be no. I'm gonna say what I gotta say because I have the right to say what I gotta say, right? Just like you got the right to say whatever you gotta say. But this is what I'm saying. Don't say that it was a shootout when they targeted one car. When he targeted one car. You understand what I'm saying? It's like you're shooting inside of a car and you're looking to aim at somebody. And you aim at a 7-year-old girl. Are you serious? A 7-year-old girl. She's been on this earth for 7 years. And you shoot her in the head and kill her. And shoot her mother in the leg. And that's just crazy. That's absolutely crazy. And the fact that they haven't... I don't know if they caught this guy in this moment. But the fact that they haven't caught the guy... Because they're still looking for him. They're offering a $25,000 reward for whoever can spot him and turn him in. It's like, really? You haven't caught him yet? Like, y'all need to get up. I know it's hard to find, suspects, especially when they're on the run. But y'all need to hurry up and get it, because you never know when something like this can escalate and he can go on a killing spree. I'm sounding like I'm watching too much Law and Order and Criminal Minds, but seriously. And here's what I have to say about this. This is crazy. Now, whether you voted or agree with Trump or not, that's none of my business, right? But what is my business as a citizen of this country is to call people out on their hypocrisy. On whatever side. My side, Democratic side, or Republican side. Whatever that is, right? But here's the issue that I have. You can't say that, oh, I'm not racist. Some of the things that Trump says I don't like, but I can get over that. Well, it's like, I can't. when you have a president who is at the highest power in this country saying the things that he's saying, whether he's telling somebody to do it directly to people, to a certain group of people or not, that's what his supporters are getting at. And so when you say, well, I didn't tell him to do it, well, you kind of sort of did with the rhetoric that you're putting out. People, people receive things differently. You can't expect people to receive things the way that you say it. You gotta when you talk, especially when at that position, at that highest power position as the president of the United States, when you talk to the people of America, you can't talk bad about certain Americans because they don't agree with you. You understand what I'm saying? I understand that during your campaign, this and this and this, you were trying to get elected as a Republican, and you had to say, and you had to do things that contradict Democrats. Okay, fine, whatever. Everybody does that, right, during your candidacy. But once you become president, all of that, you got to put that aside. Because whether you agree with us or not, you're still, I'm not even going to say our president because he ain't my president. You still have a duty as a president of the United States to serve everybody, not just people that you want to serve. And the things that you're doing and the things that you're saying and how you're doing it and how you're saying it, that's what I call, that's not being a president. You know what that's being? A dictator. Yep, I said it. Some people are saying it. A lot of people are saying it, actually. Trump supporters get offended when people say that. But hey, you gotta call it what it is. If you don't call it what it is, then it's gonna continue to build up on it. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm wording what I'm trying to say right. But here's what the whole Jazmine Barnes thing. Absolutely unacceptable. And until people start calling racism and terrorism what it is, terrorism is not just. Here's the thing that I think Americans have an issue with: the word terrorism and putting that term or that word on somebody who does terrorist attacks. So 9/11, of course, that was a terrorist attack. It was that's the horrible events in American history, right? A terrorist attack. I'm not sure what countries were involved in it. Somebody can let me know. But it's the Middle East. Let's just say that. So you put that word terrorist on the people in the Middle East, and people in America. Some people in America actually think that the word terrorist can only fit if you're calling someone from the Middle East a terrorist. If that makes sense. So when you have someone like Sandy Hook, Mother Emanuel AME Church, the movie theater shootings, the Parkland shootings, all these other shootings that are happening, these mass shootings, Vegas shooting, like I can go on and on and on, right? When you have shootings like this, they're terrorist attack. They're terrorist attack. And so some Americans didn't, when Sandy Hook first happened, when Mother Emanuel first happened, people didn't want to call it what it was. It was racism and it was terrorism. Now, if you're like, it wasn't terrorism, look up the word terrorism and apply it to Mother Emanuel or to any other mass shooting that happened in this country. Whether it was this year, last year, or years before that, it was a terrorist attack. It was terrorism. You're terrorizing a group of people because you don't like them. Because there's something about them that you do not like, you do not agree with. It's terrorism. So people in America, some Americans take issue with calling terrorism and racism what it is, but we have to do it. We have to, as much as it makes you uncomfortable, as much as you don't want to do it, we have to do it, because if we continue to ignore it, if we continue to ignore the problems that we have in this country, they will continue to build. Therefore, the conversations will have to continue to go on longer, and that makes people uncomfortable. Conversations about anything makes people uncomfortable, whether that's race, sex, or any other thing that people don't like to talk about in public. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to be comfortable, and you have to step outside of your comfort zone to talk about these things, because the more you sweep it under the rug, the bigger that pile gets. Once somebody steps on it, it all comes out. We got to clean it all up, and that's going to take a lot. And so I really hope that this Jazmine Barnes her family gets the justice that they deserve. I hope they catch this man. And I hope he gets the harshest punishment that there is to get in whatever state that they are in. That's what I had to say about this. I had to rant about this. I was just so upset reading these stories on Instagram and Facebook and the internet. So I had to hop on here and do that. For this channel, I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now. I'm very political now, but I'm not political to where part where it's just like, ugh, I don't even want to watch it because it's political. I just speak on certain things that's happening in my point of view. I usually don't talk about like Trump, Clinton. I don't talk about like presidents or candidates or nothing like that. I just had to talk about it in this video to get my point across. But I just had to get that off my chest. Next video will hopefully be a vlog. I wanted to see how this vlogging thing would work out, and so just to lighten up the mood, you know. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please comment down below what you think about this Jazmine Barnes story, what else you've heard about it, and what you think about what I said, whether you disagree or agree. You know, just tell me what you think, but please do it respectfully. That's the only way we can build these conversations and start having these conversations, is to respectfully reply whether you disagree or agree. I welcome all comments. Yes, thank you.